In Batangas, no morning is complete without coffee. They have their own Batangas Barako to be proud of. And then foreign cafe has been introduced to the scene, such as Starbucks, Seattle's Best, and many more. Coffee drinking nowadays has become more than just a way to wake up to one's nerves. It has become a trend. In the global trade, coffee ranks first among non-staple food and is rated as the fifth most important agricultural product. It is also considered as one of the high-value commercial crops in the local and foreign markets. Lipa City is one of the major tourist centers in Batangas province, and there is large scope and great potential to develop agrotourism through their coffee plantations. This study aims at the potentiality of innovation of agrotourism of coffee plantation in Lipa City. The Philippines is one of the few countries that produces the four varieties of commercially viable coffee: Arabica, Liberica, Excelsa, and Robusta. Climatic and soil conditions in the Philippines, from the lowland to mountain regions, make the country suitable for all varieties. The first coffee tree was introduced in Lipa, Batangas in 1740 by a Spanish Franciscan monk. From there, coffee growing spread to the other parts of Batangas like Ibaan, Memory, San Jose, Taal, and Tanawan. Batangas owed much of its wealth to coffee plantations in these areas, and Lipa eventually became the coffee capital of the Philippines. Coffee ranks second only to oil among the world's legally traded commodities. Around the world, there are 25 million coffee growers who are mostly small-scale farmers. The country has two most prevalent varieties of coffee, the Arabica and Robusta. According to the stats from International Coffee Organization, Robusta accounts for 75% of the country's total production, Arabica 5 to 10%. Other varieties such as Excelsa and Liberica likewise thrive in the country and accounts for 15 to 20%. Interestingly, the country is one of the few countries in the world where all of these four varieties exist. There is another lesser-known type of coffee called Coffea liberica. This is much rarer than the other two and is known to be indigenous in only 3 Asian countries. This type of coffee has a strong flavor and distinct aroma. It also produces large beans and is very productive. These qualities are the reason why the Philippine Liberica is called Kapeng Barako. The word Barako means extraordinary male strength or machismo. Lipa City, Batangas is famous for its coffee, and the feast pays tribute to the product. In the 19th century, the Philippines was the 4th largest coffee manufacturer in the world. The wonderful, almost epical saga of a people in search of a permanent settlement where they could live secure and peaceful lives began in the panoramic lake shores that surround the stunningly beautiful yet dangerous Taal volcano. Around 1886 and 1888, Lipa was the world's sole supplier of coffee beans. This was a period of grandeur and extravagance. Its society was unrivaled in terms of wealth, prestige, and culture. The richest in the Philippines, Lipa had mansions were furnished with the best from Europe, and the children of wealthy landowners were sent to Manila or to Europe for their studies. Agrotourism is the approach that capitalizes on rural culture as a tourist attraction. It is similar to ecotourism except that its primary appeal is not the natural landscape but the cultural aspect. If attractions and offer to tourists contribute to improving the income of the regional population, agrotourism can promote regional development. An advantage of this approach is that rural areas are popular destinations for holidays and excursions. In accomplishing this research work, the researchers used a descriptive method to determine the potentiality and innovation of agrotourism in Lipa City. Using the convenient sampling, the participants of the study were 110 farmers in Lipa City. The study is a self-made questionnaire that was composed of 3 parts. The first part of the instrument includes the profile of the respondents in terms of number of years as a coffee farmer, acquisition of coffee plantation, variety of coffee, target market, volume of productions, and annual income. The second part determined the benefits of coffee plantation to tourism industry, and the third part identified the problems encountered by the farmers regarding coffee plantation. Table 1 shows the profile of the respondent in terms of number of years as coffee farmer, acquisition of coffee plantation, variety of coffee, target market, volume of production, and annual income. With regards to the number of years as coffee farmers, it shows that the majority of them were into this profession for 10 to 14 years, which got the highest frequency of 44 or 39.64%. This shows that the coffee farming and plantation in Lipa have been in the business for more than 2 decades. This means that they have been in the business for a long time and can acknowledge that the government supported the agricultural industry of Lipa City. The respondents acquired a coffee plantation due to their own interest, which got the highest frequency of 44 or 39.64%. The variety of coffee shows that Liberaca got the highest frequency of 46 or 41.44%, followed by Robusta with frequency of 40 or 36.04%. And the least is Arabica with a frequency of 25 or 22.52%. In terms of target market, it shows that they sell it both ways for export and local consumption, which got the highest frequency of 47 or 42.34%. This only means that the product can survive the local and international market. The volume of production shows that the majority of the farmers can produce 8 or more sacks per day, which got the highest frequency of 30 or 27.03%. This only shows that the farmers can produce enough number of sacks to supply coffee in southern Tagalog, moreover in Luzon. It also shows that the majority of the respondents have an estimated monthly income of 30,000 to 40,000, which got the highest frequency of 33 or 29.73%. This means that the coffee plantation are profiting from their business, since coffee is one of the most consumed products not just in the country but all over the world. Table 2 presents the mean score of benefits of coffee plantation to tourism industry. It can be observed from the table that tourism industry of Lipa always gained benefit from the coffee plantation, having a composite mean of 3.51%. As indicated from the results, educational benefits and foreign visit, the plantation got the highest mean of 3.55% and of equal ranked. This suggests that there are foreigners who have been visiting different coffee plantations in Lipa. Table 3 shows the mean score of problems encountered by the farmers. As indicated from the results, Best ranks first on their problems, having weighted mean of 2.96. From this data, one may presume that the most frequent problem of coffee farmers is pest control.